what is STEM education? So STEM here stands as a letter for science, T technology, E engineering, and M for mathematics. So STEM education is just combination of these four fields: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. STEM education, how different from the traditional teaching and learning process, how basically it's play the role of STEM education. When we are saying the role of STEM education, basically we are differentiating the understanding and learning. Role of STEM education basically focus only on learning. Then what is the difference? From my point of view, the understanding is what? Understanding is that suppose I am saying something about to a topic by using scientific words, then a student knows about that scientific words, he can visualize that statement or concept. That is the understanding, right? Understanding basically of the students, related to the students, this word, this learning is also associated with the student. So what he or she is understanding, what he or she is learning, that plays the role, that is important. So understanding, when I am using this understanding word, my mean here that I am teaching a topic, a teacher teaches a topic, use some scientific words, and explain the definitions or description about any phenomena. Describe any phenomena or event. To the student. Now what happens? A student basically understand what the teacher is saying. He or she basically knows only scientific words and the picture associate with the scientific words. Each words have their own scientific physical picture. So understanding basically is related to that way. When the teacher describe or explain any event or phenomena by using some scientific words, then that time if a student is understanding that topic or phenomena event, it means they are able to catch that physical picture which is associated with that event. This is understanding. But what is learning? Learning is now not only understanding, but students know the process, how it is happening. He know the techniques used in that phenomena or event, whatever he teacher explain into the classroom. So now in case of learning, he understand the physical pictures of the phenomena or any event or any concept. In addition to that, he also knows that how this process is going on, how it is happening. He knows the techniques used in to that particular topic or phenomena. So now by using this, he or she can apply the learning approach, this learning of new concept, where to design or develop the information. When I'm saying designing, I mean that improvement in terms of the technique, technology or product. Design words I am using here in terms of the technology or technique or improvement into the product. Modification or develop means here in terms of the product. They can develop a new product, they can develop a new technology. So learning is, because of these reasons, are more important. Where and how we can apply this approach, and who can apply, who can implement this approach. So where, this is first one, A, on student. You can divide students into three categories. Number one, that primary, secondary or senior secondary students, and then after a UG and PG students. So there are three basically category of the students where we can apply the STEM education approach. How we can apply this STEM education approach? The important point is here designing of curriculum. This is the most important factor in STEM education. By using the interdisciplinary approach, we have to design the curriculum for the primary students, primary classes students, senior or secondary classes students, UG, PG, postgraduate students. And the curriculum interdisciplinary approach is very important when technology comes into the life. Then interdisciplinary approach becomes important. A doctor, a medical doctor cannot develop the software. A software developer cannot make the operation. So from the beginning, from the primary education, we have to develop now interconnection between one subject to the other. Where we are lacking right now, today, I am saying it in present Indian perspective system. We are teaching science, biology, maths in primary education, in secondary and senior secondary education, but we are not providing a link among all these different subjects. So the STEM education basically will provide that platform where a student will learn not only about their specific subject but their connection, a real connection, a real observation. So he will develop that ability in himself or herself, so he or she may be useful for the future development of the society. So curriculum designing is one of the important part in STEM education. And then the third question, who can implement this approach? At the end, the third point, this third one, a teacher into the classroom who is aware about the course content, course planning, lesson planning, lecture planning, everything. Only that can implement the approach. He can judge the learning of the students. So, from my point of view, STEM education is important, right? In the present perspective, where we are playing with the technology every day. So, for the advancement of the society in terms of technology, STEM education only can help make creative to the students, and that creativity will be fruitful for the society. For a uh, advanced society, so STEM education at the present time in Indian perspective is very important. So that learning basically in terms of the product, in terms of the designing, not only the attempting the question paper on blank sheets. This is my views. To judge the students, it basically the students should be judged by the designing the product, designing the modification into something, to develop a product, to develop a code, to modify the code, like this, instead of they uh, write what they have understand into the classroom. They just apply their learning, and within a duration or a given duration, assigned duration, they provide the feedback. So these were my personal views on STEM education and its requirement, its urgency in Indian education points of view. Comments and feedback. Thanks